What is going on, NBL Nation? Welcome back to the Extra Point Podcast. It is Project Fat here, and I just wanted to start it out with what's up?
All right, guys. So on the show today, we're going to go ahead and do a little segment here. We're going to call Boom and Bust. Basically, going to go through all 32 teams in the NBL here, and we're going to say if you're booming, performing better than what was expected this year, or if you're a bust, you're underperforming, not what you should be doing here. So we'll start off with the AFC East here. Project, why don't you give it to me?
Will do. First team there is New England Patriots. 8-1 so far this season. I got to give them a boom. They're already at the same number of wins from last year and on a 7-game win streak. They're a boom for me. Buffalo Bills, they're a bust. Made the playoffs last year, really struggling so far this season, so I'm going to have to give them a bust. Same thing for the Miami Dolphins, bust there as well. A team that finally made the playoffs the first time with Tout, also underperforming at this point, so bust there. And the Jets, same thing, 2-7 so far this season. Not too far from where they were last year, but still a bust at this point in time. As well. And then over to the NFC East real quick. Your Giants, Tom, I'm going to have to give them a boom. A little difficult to overperform your season last year, but 7-2 right now, still leading that division. There's a boom there. Redskins, a bust at this point in time. A little bit like the other guys, underperforming at this point, in my opinion. Eagles are booming, though, man. They are on pace to be better than 500, which is what they finished last season. And then the Cowboys, I see them as a boom right now as well. Team's playing a little bit better. 3-6 right now, not too far from last year, but I do see them as a boom right now. And then next one will be the AFC North. Pittsburgh, boom there as well. They're trying to defend their Super Bowl title, leading the division at this point in time, so I'm going to give them a boom. The Browns, they are a bust, man. They are looking pretty poor over there at 2-7 right now. Baltimore Ravens, same thing at a bust, only one win so far this season. But the Cincinnati Bengals, I'm going to give them a boom. Definitely in a good spot right now to challenge for that division against Lip and his Steelers, so a boom there for the Bengals.
All right, DK, give me both your South divisions there.
All right, I'm going to start with the AFC South, and we're going to start with the Titans, who I think are a boom. They were 4-12 last season, and they have already surpassed that this season, standing at 7-2. They look to have the South locked up. Next, I'm going to the Texans, who I think are also a boom. They're playing better this season than any other previous season. They're getting really good quarterback play from the rookie Marshall Blair, who has propelled them to winning games. The Colts, I have a bust with an asterisk next to it. They were in the playoffs last season and made a good run, but they got off to a bad start this season. I have the asterisk next to them because of new ownership, but he really looks formidable, so we'll see how that goes for the Colts. Next, I have the Jaguars, so I have a bust. I had high hopes for this team. The defense started out strong, and emerging star free safety Antonio Patrick has got off to a hot start, leading the NBL with 8 interceptions. But being ranked last in the NBL in total yards and passing won't win many games. Now off to the NFC South, we have the Panthers, who I have a boom. They got off to a 5-0 start, and other than that one hiccup against the Ravens, they've been playing at a very high level. Cam Newton, along with the offensive core starring C.J. Lawson, are looking to make some noise in the NFC. I got the Falcons with a boom, with an asterisk also next to it. While the Falcons are playing very well and they're 7-2, I feel like there's just something missing out there in Atlanta. I can't quite pinpoint what it is, but it just is. But you know what? Maybe I'm just trying to find something since they've been the most consistent team in the division. Also, in my opinion, the Panthers and Falcons rivalry is the best in NBL at this point in time. Next, we'll go off to the Saints, who I have as a bust. I mean, you would think that they will have more wins with all the first-round picks they have, and they've been high first-round picks. You would think the Saints would be more like the Texans and get a few more wins, and I do see improvement, but I also feel like they aren't where they're supposed to be. And last, I have the Bucks, who are a bust. And turnovers and lack of defense is the reason why this team is in position to have the number 1 pick in the draft. The offense is good when they're not turning the ball over, but this defense is last in the NBL in points and yards given up. I don't see that changing anytime soon, so that would be for me.
All right, now, real quick here. Now, I may be mistaken, so if I am, apologies on that. But I think you might have skipped the Jaguars in the AFC South. Was I think was that? Did you catch
Oh,
that project?
he did get to them. I know he
Okay.
talked about the DB
Okay.
who leads the NBL. And,
Okay, my fault. I wasn't paying attention. I might have missed one there. All right. Well, anyway, so let's take it up to the NFC North now. Lions, got to give them a boom here. They've been they have 1 loss, 8 wins, on top of the division as always. Nothing less is expected of them than being the division leader, and that's just what they are. So head over to Minnesota and the Vikings. Got to give them a boom too. APV's been towards the back end of his division for the last couple seasons. I don't think he's hit 500 yet, but he was for a better part of the season pushing Bomber for the #1 spot there. But you know, he's 5-3-1 right now, and he's definitely still has a very good chance to make this wild card as we come down the stretch here. Next, the Bears. Got to give those guys a bust though. They're pretty much performing at their level they've been expected for the last couple seasons. Tied down there at the last division. Same thing with the Packers, another bust. They have great players on them, arguably the best quarterback in the league with Aaron Rodgers, but just never able to get anything going. They're always in the bottom, so that's gonna be a bust there. So now let's head over to the AFC West here, and DK's Chargers 8-1. Obviously, that's a boom. You joined the season towards the back end of the season last year. You had a hot finish there, a couple wins, but I don't think that anyone expected you to come out and dominate the way that you have so far. So far this season, 8-1, great record, tied for the highest in the league. So you're definitely going to be a boom. Denver Broncos, I'm gonna have to give those guys a boom too. They did win the division two years ago, but last year kind of down a little bit. But they're back at it again, 7-2, really giving you a push for that. And right now they definitely have the wild card locked up. Now we're gonna head over to Kansas City. Kansas City, I have to give a bust. A lot of people had them going to the Super Bowl last year in the playoffs, and now they're sitting at 4-4. Possibly the play of Blake Bortles. I know he said that Bortles is trying to get into playoff form now, but he's going to need to string a lot of wins together to get in the playoff hunt here. They're 2 games back and tied with a couple other teams down there. And now, Fat, we'll go to your Raiders now. I had to give you a bust as well so far this year. Not that you've had some close games, but bottom of the division, it's not what you're going to hope for. So definitely going to be a bust there. And now to head over to the NFC West. Seahawks, got to give them a boom. Russell Wilson's been playing phenomenal. I know he was on the one of the side things on the NBL magazine cover. Having a terrific year. Justin's doing really well over there with the Seahawks. Definitely a boom. They're in, I think a lot of people, they're an early season favorite to get deep into the playoffs. Rams. Everyone seems to love the Rams for some reason. Every single year, everyone's always picking the Rams to be that sleeper team. Gotta give them a bust this year so far, though. 5-4. They're always the favorite to win the division, and right now they've lost some games to what should have been some easy teams. They're just not putting together like they were the year before. Maybe that Draco defense is gone, so that's gonna be a bust for them. Cardinals, although they're 3-5-1, I gotta give them a boom. You know. So far they're playing a little above what they have for the last couple seasons, but they tied the Vikings, which were a good team. They beat some really good teams so far this year. So I don't think the record really shows what their true talent and how well they've been playing so far this year. So definitely going to give those guys a boom here. And lastly, the 49ers, that's going to be a bust. They haven't really been able to string much together. Another new owner here. He joined, I think, again like midway through last year, and wasn't really able to compete in the division. Same thing again here, not able to compete. But it's rebuilding. You know, he says he's rebuilding. You got a great quarterback there to build around. I can't argue that. Nick Leonard, one of the best in the league. So he's definitely got some building blocks there. So that's gonna go, and that's gonna be all of our 32 teams here. The quick boom and bust on everyone. And want to remind you guys again real quick to check out Hollywood Sports. Check out his YouTube. Got some great videos on there. This guy is one of a kind, true sim guy. Also, If you guys got any time, check out our articles we have on Sports Gamers Online for our Madden 17 wish list. Got some good stuff there for CFM, some gameplay stuff there, and also check back weekly and stuff like that. We're gonna keep posting articles on this. Definitely make sure you guys check that out. And that's gonna be all the time here we have for our episode here. So make sure you guys keep watching our team reports we're putting out. Fat, thank you, Fat. You've been doing some excellent work on that. So keep checking out our team reports, and we'll be back another week or so with the next episode of the podcast here. Thank you guys.